So right out of the box, you get this really, really nice looking bag. And this is like the perfect little travel bag to just have your camera and your gimbal in there so you're ready to just go out and shoot what you need to shoot. When we open up this bag, you'll find a lot of compartments that are very well organized. You get a mini tripod that your gimbal can sit on. You get a quick release base plate and a really nice quality phone mount. These magnetic light filters, a charging cable, camera control cables, and of course the gimbal itself, which is very, very sleek. Like my first reaction when picking it up was, wow. That sounded sarcastic, but it was like, wow, like it was genuine. This gimbal is just so light compared to my old one, and it has these mechanisms to easily tighten and loosen for the perfect balance. And when you're putting it back in the bag, you can actually lock the motors to keep it extra safe. It has a light built into it, which we'll test out later. And you have a quarter thread on the side for extra mounts or accessories. Very comfortable grip, a really quality joystick that just fits really well with your thumb. You have a power button on the side, your typical gimbal buttons for locking modes, recording, and a light switch over here to adjust the brightness. This thing is just really nice. And once you get your camera on it and you get it as level as you can, you fire it up. It's just so lightweight, it's so easy to pop on there and ready to go. It just takes up no space in my travel bag. And it has a 3-axis gimbal, so it's gonna keep it super steady no matter where you bring it. It's so good. It's got powerful motors and it's just super quiet. Like there's the microphone up here. Like my ear's up to it, I can't even hear it. It's so quiet. Now going back to the mechanisms and the quick release, this is one of the big features in this is that when you want to take your camera off, you don't have to go through and unscrew it and all that stuff. All you do is click the unlock button and you pull it out. And that's it. Which also makes it very convenient because then when you just pop this thing on, it's ready to go. And I do like how it has these little measurement numbers in there. So if you're switching between different cameras, you can always kind of keep track of it and have it set up beforehand to make it even easier. So going to the light on the front, it is a very bright light. This is perfect if you're trying to get some really smooth macro shots or you're vlogging and you're wanting to talk and it just keeps you bright. Wow, that's really bright actually. I could probably actually even gets brighter. But you can easily adjust the brightness here on the side, or you can add these little magnetic filters to kind of change the color tone. So we have blue, we have yellow, we have orange, and we have red. The M2S display will show you the status and perimeter of the camera and the gimbal. There are 6 operation modes on here. You have pan follow, full following, lock, go mode, and that's like if you want to follow something that's really fast. It also has vortex and POV. And if for some reason you're all out of whack and crazy, you can double tap on this front trigger and it kind of gets it back and centered. It supports fast charging with USB-C. The battery will last you up to 10 hours. But also you can connect your camera or your smartphone to this and it works like a power bank, giving your cameras a little bit more battery. Because let's face it, if you're in the middle of a shoot, you don't want to be changing your batteries that often. It's just nice to have that extra bit of battery going to it. It works for your bigger cameras, smaller cameras, your phones, your GoPros. It kind of works for everything. But I mean, there are certain limitations when you're filming with a GoPro or with your iPhone and you need that bigger sensor. So something like this, you take this out, especially at nighttime, it looks great. One of my favorite things to use it for is putting on a really nice lens and getting some really cool product shots. Because I have the motorized sliders and the dollies and all of that stuff, but sometimes that's a pain in the butt to set up. But with something like this, you can get those really smooth shots that look like dolly shots, and it's just that much easier to get and a lot more versatile than like hauling out and setting up all that other equipment.